When slavery was finally abolished in Guyana on August 1, 1838, the demographic changes that took place from that point led to the village movement. President Granger says that the basis of the village movement created the way of life for all Guyanese, irrespective of where they live, their ethnicity, religious background, or culture.
On the East Coast, Victoria, Pleasance, Buxton. On the West Coast, Denham, Stellenbosch. On the Essequibo Coast, Queenstown and Danielstown. In West Babeesa, Topetown, Ithaca, Belladrum, the Gibraltar Irish Union, Kildonan. This was a great village movement, but it wasn't exclusive for Africans, because Indians, Portuguese, and Chinese were able to come into these villages.
President Granger delivering the feature address at the 2018 Emancipation Day Festival at number 53 Village, Quarantine Berbice on August 1. According to the president, every Guyanese citizen should understand and respect villages and the roles they played historically, as well as appreciate the roles each village will play in the future of Guyana. He says that there are 4 pillars upon which villages have been established, and the most important one is the home.
That's why the villages were established, so that people can live in homes, however poor, however cheap the construction was. The villages were places where homes were built. Secondly, the villages were places where churches were built, because people wanted to worship God. During slavery, they were prevented from worshiping God. Thirdly, they built schools, because they wanted their children to learn to read and write, learn to read the Bible. The 4th pillar was the farm. So every village was built on the home, the church, the school, and the farm.
President Granger reminded that August 1, 1838, Emancipation Day, is the most auspicious event in the history of Guyana, and that the struggles of the African forefathers should never be forgotten or taken for granted. He added that this day was a day of deliverance from the worst crime against humanity.
200 years of enslavement, 200 years of bondage. It was a day of departure from the plantations, the degradation and the discrimination of the plantations. But it is also a day of determination, in which 80,000 people decided that they would never be slaves again, that they wanted better lives for themselves, their women folk, and their children.
Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Kristen Macklingam.